you're someone who loves to dream big and achieve new things, let me share an idea that I've been having recently. It's about perspective. And even though you can be someone who loves to dream big, who loves to achieve new things, sometimes life can be repetitive and you can live an autopilot. And this can make you forget about why were you dreaming so big in the first place. That's how I started to develop an idea about seeing new, fresh perspectives, which can add color to your life and make you realize why you are dreaming big. And let me share some types and ideas of by saying new perspective, what I really mean. And one of them is, of course, traveling. Traveling is an amazing and my favorite way to add new perspective and new color to your life. And as someone who lives in a beautiful but small city, sometimes seeing the same people, seeing the same places can make you live on an autopilot and forget about all the big things that life can offer to you. So when I visited Italy, I saw all the amazing places, all the people there, and I was so inspired and I realized there is so much more in life than my beautiful but small city, and there is so much more to see, so much more to achieve, so much more to feel in life. And that's what traveling gave me. I didn't even know that this cafe in small city of Italy existed, and I didn't know that I could just look from a window, drink my coffee and think about this new feeling, this new realization that I had in that cafe, because I didn't even know this place existed in the first place. And now when I'm back here, back at my city, I have a new dream. I have a small dream of visiting a cute cafe, or reliving that exact feeling but in a different place, because I experienced this and now I have a new small dream. Or for example, if you want to create a business but meanwhile you have no idea what to create, nothing inspires you, nothing inspires in you, but suddenly you are traveling in Italy or in Paris or elsewhere, and you see this business with such an interesting concept that you didn't even see in your city, in your country, and something in that moment clicked in you and you are like, oh, I want to create something like this, I want to create this business because this place inspired you, this business inspired you, and you wouldn't see that if you were just living in your city. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand that not everyone can travel all the time and not everyone can afford it. I totally understand. That's why what I used to do when I wasn't traveling that much is I would just watch, and I still do that. I would just watch, like, you just search on YouTube like 4K videos and the country that interests you the most. Like for example, Spain, it can be US, and you just watch the people, the city, and it can be like you can watch it on your TV, on your phone, and seeing the even it through videos, that small thing also like gives you a new perspective. It can inspire you, the weather can inspire you, the sounds of the street noises can inspire you. It doesn't matter. The point is that traveling, seeing new cities, countries, or search it up on the Pinterest, right? So you can just search it up something and see new scenes, and this can just add an inspiration to your life. This even can add a new dream to your life, like I want to travel, and meanwhile like you wasn't even interested that, and this like seeing these scenes on YouTube or on Pinterest can make you feel like, yes, I like, this is my new dream, I want to travel, I want to travel all the time, and this can become your dream, and you can just work harder. This is also another new perspective that you can add to your life. What I love the most of the next point of adding new perspective to your life is, of course, people. People can be one of the amazing ways that you can see a situation or add a new dream to your life, because there are so many thoughts, there are so many ideas, and there are so many ways that people can think that might seem foreign to you at first, but then that can open your way of thinking, and you can say like, I can really achieve that, I can really be that. And before that you were so close-minded on a specific situation. For example, you could think, I could never, like, I live in this country, I could never live in another country because it's so expensive. And you talk with a person, you talk with an individual suddenly, and she says that she lives in your dream country, and she has worked hard on her money, and she started to make X amount of money. Before that she was in a worse financial situation than you, and that can make you think, if she did it, then I could do that too. And if you were just sitting in your room and you wouldn't talk to anybody, you wouldn't meet that person. That person wouldn't make you feel like this dream is possible. That's what I love the most about people. So another way I love to get acquainted with other people's ideas are podcasts. If you are somebody who already like watches my channel, then you probably already listen to podcasts, because it's an amazing way to hear new perspectives, to compare yourself, and to understand that you can become like that also, to compare yourself in a good way, of course, and realize that your life can be amazing too, or to learn a new idea, or to learn a new way to start a business, or even not necessarily about business in a way, like it can be also design related, and any other field that would add some spark to your life, and like get you just to move, just to do something, just to create something. Also, another thing that I would suggest is, besides like listening to the comfort people you have for podcasts, for interviews, you can just discover new topics, new people that might seem not interesting for you at the first sight. I started to do that recently. So for example, if you are somebody who constantly listens to self-help for podcasts, you can just try to listen to someone, like for example, who talks about interior, or who talks about nutrition, or who talks about sport, or talks about like politics, like or psychology. These ideas that might not seem that interesting for you at first, like hearing these people, hearing these topics, might not seem interesting for you at first, but once you listen to them, it can also happen that, oh, maybe this is a really interesting idea and I was too just judgmental about it, or I didn't know myself that well in this aspect, that actually like the way your body works actually interests me. And you can start to purchase books about it, you can start to take a course about like nutrition, even though you like wasn't interested in that before, just because of listening a new perspective from a person that thinks different from you, who is completely different from you. That's like is the power of people, that is the power of new ideas, of hearing a new perspective from a new person. To sum it up, this point about people, listening to podcasts, going to conferences, going to events, reading autobiographies, everything from this can add something new in you. And if something from these ideas, points from different people resonates with you, you can start to implement it in your life. Huge way I get inspired. So K-dramas can be an amazing way, for example, for me to get inspired. Seeing the interiors that I would like to live, the professions that I would like to pursue, or the friendships that you would like to have, any other thing that like in a movie scene that can inspire you. This can be also in a great way to start something on your own. I think that you have also heard so much that a person says, this TV show inspired me to become a journalist, this TV show inspired me to become a dancer, this TV show inspired me to start this business. I think that sometimes TV shows, movies, like K-dramas or other form of longer entertainment can be judged in a way that it's a waste of time and you are losing your time on watching a TV show. But I would disagree if you watch something that inspires you and you are somebody who has discipline in their life. Movies, the characters, everything can be an amazing way to see a new life, to see a new vision, and think, and you can think, I really would like to live this way. And in your life. Nobody lives in that way, but that character that walks confidently, that live in this perfect house, adds a new idea, a new thought in you, and you're like, I really want to live that way. And I am a living example, because I have like the TV shows, the K-dramas and everything that I used to watch for years have a huge impact on my personality, on the way I dress, on the dreams that I have, because I see this character and I feel something very warm in them, where something that resonates with me, and I'm like, I really want to like be like that or pursue this. So TV shows are like, and everything else in that field are an amazing way to also add a new perspective to your life. Last but not least, from my point, is don't always go with the I know this is not my thing, because sometimes the TV shows that I wouldn't watch and thinking that this is not my thing ended up becoming my favorite. Or judging people sometimes and thinking like they are not my, like this is not my person, but giving a chance and talking with them ends up becoming the best relationship in your life. Or seeing a city and thinking like, I know this is not my style, I don't like the vibe of the city, going there and ending up loving it. This everything applies to it, and it means that you are not limiting yourself from the new perspective, because the whole idea of this video was adding new perspectives to your life, adding new ideas to your life. And if you limit sometimes yourself and think that this is it, this is what I like, and I don't want to go out of my comfort zone, whether it's people, movies, places, hobbies, that's how we like become like this. But we are people who has so many interesting things in us, and if we go out of our comfort zone, we discover new ideas, new thoughts, new people. And the whole idea of this is to discover and what we like, what we dream about. And sometimes we don't even know that we would like to have this, that we don't even know that we would dream about this, because before discovering it, like for example, this cafe is waiting for us to be discovered, this business is waiting for us to be discovered, to get inspired. These things are waiting for us to be discovered. We just have to do our steps to the action, to see new things with fresh perspectives, and become inspired to add new colors to our lives. Continue to expose yourself to new information, to new people, to new places, and finding something that really adds sparks in you. And sometimes it's really all about finding your dream.